Hi YouTubers, it's Smoke Steps again for the let's see, first video today. So there'll be two videos today. One is a video focused right now and another on a cigar review. So kinda tired right now. I woke up really late. Woke up at like 12 o'clock, so I'm a little bit tired right now, but enough rambling. Let me just fix the camera. Okay. So this is gonna be part one in my very, very long series on how to smoke a cigar. Introduction. So this is the introduction to the series. I did a brief introduction yesterday on the series, and I want to give a more in-depth introduction right now. So, what will the series be covering? Now, we are in section 1 of how to smoke a cigar. In this section, or series, whatever you want to call it, well, this is section 1, we will be covering everything, almost everything, you will need to know about cigars. Now, I could do a series on, what I'm trying to say is everything on cigars, but that series would be like 250 parts long, so 250 parts long. So I'm going to be covering almost everything on cigars. I don't want to make this series like 200 parts, so I will be covering the most important things about cigars. In this section 1, I will be covering, I'm not going to spoil everything, but I'm going to be covering, or I'm going to be telling you guys what I'm going to be covering. We'll be covering a lot of different stuff on this, the basics on cigars. We'll be covering lighters, matches, humidors. We'll be covering cheap cigars, machine-made cigars, handmade cigars, Cuban cigars. We'll be covering a lot of different stuff. So this is the list right here. Don't peek. So we'll be covering what is a gas station cigar versus a handmade cigar. We'll be covering a lot. So I hope you guys enjoy this series. In the official first part, we'll start tomorrow. That will be tomorrow. So we'll be covering a lot. I just want to say this series will be very long. So that's another thing I want to tell you guys about. Is if you're not into watching long series, and this will take up a huge amount of my time. It will take to do the series. I believe there is how many parts? There are 100 parts. Plus the introduction, or the series announcement, so yeah, there'll be 101 videos, so I apologize to anyone who doesn't like this kind of topic, because for the next 100 days or so, I will be covering how to smoke a cigar. I will still be doing pipe tobacco reviews and cigar reviews on the side, but for my main videos in the day, because I do usually 2 or 3 videos a day, I will be covering how to smoke a cigar. So I apologize to anyone who doesn't like this, because that will be what I'm be focusing on for September, October, November, and part of December. So anyway, comment or subscribe if you want to. That's really the introduction. I just want to tell you what we'll be covering. Lighters, matches, as in matches, 860. We'll be covering humidors. We'll be covering, bad cigars, good cigars, middle-of-the-road cigars. We'll be covering a lot of stuff. Let me look. Big cigars, small cigars. We'll be covering strong, mild, medium-bodied cigars. And each section will focus on different things. Section 1 will really focus on the basics of cigars, like why you can't smoke Cubans, that kind of stuff. Section 2 will focus more on the, I'm just briefly looking, the characteristics of cigars. And section 3 will focus on actually smoking a cigar, how to actually smoke a cigar, how to actually cut a cigar, how to actually toast a cigar, all that kind of stuff. So comment, rate, subscribe if you want to, and bye.